Amazon FBA barcodes explained. In this video, I go through step by step all of the different barcodes you need to know about, and I explain it in a very easy to understand fashion. I don't know why on YouTube, again, people just really overcomplicate these very simple steps. For this video, you don't need to know the entire history of barcodes worldwide, and you don't need to know about all of these very rare barcodes that nobody uses anymore. There's only two really you need to be aware of. You'll purchase only one of these based on your location, your marketplace location. So let's get into understanding Amazon FBA barcodes right now. Okay, so let's get started. The important points about what you need to know about Amazon barcodes. I've got a barcode here. This is an FNSKU, and I'll explain this in just a minute. But if you're an Amazon customer already, any product you've bought, it usually always will have this identifier on it. So it'll either be actually stuck on as a label or it'll be printed into the actual packaging. So where do we start? First things first, you will have seen these two types of names, I'm sure, or heard of them. UPC code and an EAN code. These are the only two you'll ever need to know. If you're based in the US or Canada, you need a UPC code. Europe, Mexico, or pretty much anywhere else, it's an EAN code. And it's actually the EAN 13. That's most commonly used because it's 13 digits long. So UPC and EAN, that's what you'll need. So once you get these codes, what do you do with them? Like, how does this process actually start? The first thing to know about this is you need to purchase these codes. And one particular purchase of a barcode, so let's say it's a 13-digit EAN number, that will be for your particular one product. Nobody else can then use that exactly same 13-digit EAN number. That's just for you, for your product. Once you've purchased it, for example, on Barcodes Mania, and you paid $5 for that barcode, that's yours. And that's what you'll use when you list your product to sell on Amazon. So let's get into that step right now as well. So basically what we're doing is we're creating a listing on Amazon using an EAN or UPC, mainly based on where you are in the world. And then that's what creates an FNSKU for us. Once we've created our listing, we can then print these Amazon identifiers. So what's an FNSKU? It's a fulfillment network stock keeping unit. But the code you see on there, you'll never ever have to worry about that, learn that, put that anywhere in your listing. Just don't worry about that at all. All you need to worry about are labeling your items and then labeling the big carton box that goes to Amazon. Now, if you're selling FBA, so you want Amazon to fulfill your items, that's why you need the FNSKU. That's how Amazon keeps track of your product, because your units will have that label on it. So it's a special Amazon label. I have a detailed tutorial showing you how to create your listing. You'll see here at the top is this step here. When you're adding your new listing, Amazon asks for a product ID. And then there's a drop down box, and from the drop down, that's where you select, for example, EAN or UPC, and then you type in the code there. And it's absolutely essential you do that step to create your listing. Now, if you want a step-by-step tutorial on that, I'll link it in the top right-hand corner. You should see it in the top right-hand corner right now. And you can watch that tutorial. Watch all of this first, and then afterwards, watch that one, open it in a new tab, or you can watch it now and come back to this if you like. By the way, I have high quality, no waffle, step-by-step videos, everything related to selling on Amazon. So if you want free guides and free content like this, be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell icon. That way, when I release any new tutorials, for example, the Amazon launch process, getting your reviews, getting ranked on the first page, etc., you'll be the first to know. So once we've created this listing, that's where we print off these Amazon identifiers. This was a recent product I purchased from Amazon. So the seller here, what they would have to do is put one of those codes on each unit. And you can see they've actually done that here. So let me show you. So they've actually added that on the item. Now there's a few ways you can do that. When you're actually sending your shipment to Amazon, you can either ask the supplier to print in that code into your packaging. I don't like to do that personally. I would rather I do it myself per unit, or better, Amazon do it. So when it reaches a fulfillment center, Amazon, for a small charge, for a small fee, usually around 10 or 15 cents or 10 or 15 pence, changes all the time, but it's something like that. They will actually label each one for you, so you don't have to do that. So once you've created a listing, how do you actually send your products to Amazon? That's where you're going to add, in this particular step, that's where you're going to add, whether you want Amazon to do that or for you to do that, to add it to each label. And again, if you want a step-by-step tutorial on that, you'll see it in the top right-hand corner now of your screen. That explains exactly, once you've created your listing, how to get those products to an Amazon fulfillment center if you're doing FBA. If you want Amazon to fulfill everything, send each unit to a customer once an order comes in, deal with the returns, etc. And it's using that same process that we create our carton labels. So once we've packed all of our units into a box, and we've got hundreds of these in one massive box, we need to add on carton labels. And this is again just for Amazon really. So we print these labels off, attach it to the carton, and then we ask UPS to collect it or drop it off at a UPS collection site or some other courier. You don't have to use UPS. Again, I explain in that step-by-step video exactly how to do this, but you can do it yourself. You can print out these labels, pack everything yourself, attach it to a carton, and then send it off to Amazon. So that's the carton label. And we've discussed the FNSKU, which is the label that goes on each particular unit. And remember, those are all Amazon identifiers. We've discussed the UPC and EAN already. That's something we have to purchase, and that's something we will own that's attached to that particular product, and nobody else can use it, and we need those codes to create the listing. So what's an ASIN then? You may have heard of that as well. Now, if you go on any Amazon product, on any marketplace, this one is from Amazon.com, and then you scroll a little bit further down, you'll see this ASIN number here. This is an identifier for your product. So on your Manage Inventory tab, on Amazon Seller Central, you will see an ASIN number next to any product that you've actually created a listing for. And it's again a number you're never ever really going to have to use. It's just an identifier for your particular product listing so that Amazon knows. But that's about it. I find it also useful as well if I'm using product research software or doing some keyword optimization analysis. I take that ASIN number and then I copy and paste it into a tool. The tool I use the most is Helium 10. If you want a discount on Helium 10 software, it's the first link in the description below. So I'm expecting now for you to be completely proficient when it comes to understanding Amazon FBA barcodes, and I hope I've explained that well. But if you have any questions about barcodes, please mention that in the comment section below. Also, I have a very comprehensive Amazon training program. Tutorials like this that go through every single aspect of selling on Amazon step by step, including multiple troubleshooting guides if you're running into any difficulty. I have a promotion on that program at the moment. You'll see the link in the description section and a coupon code you can use to get that discount now. Using a training program will obviously not only save you a lot of time, but you get our mentorship support as well. So anytime you have any question or you're unsure about anything, you can just reach out to us and we help support you through any issues. We even help you appraising your products so we can actually check over them to see if it's worthwhile pursuing or to see if you've missed any red flags, some stuff you weren't aware of about that particular product selection. So I'll leave it there for now. Thanks for listening and I'll see you all in the next one.